thank you guys for joining with us and sticking with us. We appreciate it very much. We shoot here at the Art House Theaters, a 5-star art house theater and 5-star restaurant here in the Arts District at 814 South 3rd Street. If you mention social media shows, you can get 20% off your check, which is wonderful. We have 8 different high-tech theaters here that can be rented for screenings or for wedding receptions and such. So contact Maria Pureza at Social Media Shows for that. Our next guest, exciting. She's a singer, songwriter, entertainer, musical, and she's a dancer. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome Miss Sage Waters is going to do a performance for us right now. So Sage Waters in the house.
Sitting, talking, thinking, drinking, with you it's all I need. I'm gonna be the one who comes to life in your dreams. You can't resist feeling like this. My love is blind like I'm sailing in the mist. And you're a sandy shore. You know, your love makes me wanna go. You know, I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. I got my sights set and you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh. You know, I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. Got my sights set and you are my goal. Make me wanna say, got me fiending. Boy, I'm scheming to keep you by my side. To kiss your lips soon, boy, I miss ya. You're lighting me on fire. Sweet like peaches, got me speechless. Hazy nights of smoking jazz, leave me sleepless. You're the lightning to my storm. You know, your love makes me wanna go. Oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. I got my sights set, you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. Got my sights set, you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh, oh. Make me wanna say, oh, oh. Making love to you, it's all I wanna do. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. Making love to you, it's all I wanna do. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. Making love to you, it's all I wanna do. Your love makes me high, birdies in the sky. Making love to you, it's all I wanna do. Your love makes me high, birdies in the sky. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. What you do, what you do, what you doing to? Make me wanna say, oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. Got my sights set and you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. I got my sights set and you are my goal. You make me wanna say, oh.
Wonderful. Oh, please come join me over here. That was wonderful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so
nice
much for
to
having
see you
me.
again.
You too.
Wow. So much
Absolutely.
energy. Such a positive song. Was that an original song that you did for us?
That is an original
Right
song
there.
that I've
That's
done, and
wow.
I wrote it. It's actually one of the first songs I wrote, and I haven't released it, but it's one of my favorites.
And you've written many songs, and so much talent in this one person right
thank
here.
you.
And you're fairly new to Vegas, right?
I'm very new to Vegas. I've been here a year.
Where were you? Where did you come from?
I came from the Bay Area. I lived in the East Bay, graduated from Skyline High School. Go Titans.
Yeah.
And that was a performing arts school. I graduated with the Performing Arts Academy there, and I went on to I've been professionally working in music for 21 years now. So I started out in recording in Tarpan Studios, Narada Michael Walden, and he taught me how to record and sing backgrounds, and yeah.
And then you're a vocal coach as well, right? You
I
teach
am.
others how to sing well.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take some lessons from you or something. No.
It's like lots of air, sing from the diaphragm.
Yeah. I mean, your family, your husband Patrick's extremely talented as well.
Yeah,
Your kids,
he
are
is.
your kids into music?
Oh,
Are they?
very much so. Yeah, I'll be hosting the Tuscany Bowtie Cabaret on November 19th coming up.
Wow.
So if you guys can make it, it'll be really, really fun. We've got like dozens of amazing singers from all over Vegas.
Okay, so what
performing.
date and what around what time?
November 19th.
November 19th.
The reason I brought it up is because my daughter is gonna hopefully sing us a little song that night, and she's been taking her singing very seriously.
Mhm.
Both of them sing, both my kids, but yeah,
Nice.
she's hopefully gonna sing a little something.
So I think the last time I saw you perform was maybe Tuscany. Well, you did the Kenny Davidson show. Sometimes you hosted or sung there. I've seen you with Ashley Fuller over
Yeah.
there, and then Capos, and then you're all over the place, which is wonderful.
Right now I'm
Behind the scenes.
performing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are you right now?
Well, right now I'm performing Wednesday nights, 5:30 to 8:30 at my mother's house in Sun City,
Oh, it's cool
Mike
place.
Leonetti's place. And if you can catch that place on Friday or Saturday, Mike does a great show, live show with a full band. I'm there with my tracks, and I do more of a jazzy, mellow version.
Nice.
And then Thursday nights I'm at La Casa in Tivoli Village from 8:30 to 11:30, and Friday, Saturday from 6 to 10 I'm at Capos on Sahara, and Sunday brunch from 11 to 3 at
Wow.
Capos.
Those are such cool places. The Capos is like the speakeasy where how do I get in? And
Yes.
you got a secret knock, and someone opens the thing, and you come in. It's
That's
beautiful
fun.
once you get in. It's a fun place.
Yeah.
And then with my mother's house is quaint. It's kind of nice. That's in Sun City.
It's in Sun City. It
Yeah,
feels
in
very
Summerlin.
homey. I feel like you're not even on a chair, you're on a couch at home or
You're-
something. It's very cozy. I love
Yeah.
that place. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So let's see. Your tickets at the Space, is that right? Is that
Yeah.
what's coming up?
Yeah.
Something going on there. Yeah.
November 10th at the Space. You can go to thespacelv.com, purchase your tickets, $25 for November 10th. It's one of their Wine Wednesdays that they're having me do my original music. They've invited me to do what I like, and I'm going to share my originals with everybody. And I'm actually in the process of getting some of those songs recorded so we can release them. And I'm going to have Tony Carboni on guitar, RJ on bass, and Doug Tan on drums, which is going to be just absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Now,
And
are you still working on the podcast? The Music Speaks? Weren't you doing a podcast or something?
I
similar
was
to
getting
that?
ready to do a podcast. I've kind of I'm pausing on that, just getting more of the foundational pieces ready, because I want to get past this upcoming show and make sure everything
Sure.
flows.
Will you let
up.
us know? We'll make sure we
Absolutely.
let our viewers and everyone else know, and we'll push that to make sure they tune in for your podcast.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so personally, doing a little bit of research, but I'm friends with you already.
Yeah.
But can you give the audience a little bit of background of you worked with artists who is Prince, the artist, or you worked around the time where he passed, but you have affiliations with that.
Yeah.
And, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was really random how I met Brown Mark, but the bass player from Prince and the Revolution, he's incredibly talented, very dear friend, very kind person, and we met up at a party, really hit it off, and he invited me to start writing with him. And so one of the songs I released in July, Dance With Me, was actually, he helped me, it's me and his track together. We were actually together working at a studio the night we found out Prince passed. It was very sad. And the next morning I was like, "Are you okay?" And it was very intense. But I ended up being able to accompany him to SIR Studios for rehearsal with the Revolution, and then get to go to Minneapolis for the 3-day tribute that they did for Prince in Minneapolis at First Avenue.
What an
So
honor.
that was very emotional.
Sure.
It was an honor, but it was incredibly emotional because it wasn't exactly a celebration. Everybody was mourning the death of not just an icon and a masterful musician, but he was these people's friends, and he was in their lives.
Family, yeah.
I got to meet a lot of his really close family and friends. It was very touching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I learned a lot on those trips and with all those people, and they're very kind. To this day, we're all very sweet.
Well, you learn such as, I mean, just how deep the bonds go, or
not just how deep the bonds go, but how loyal you can be to one another in entertainment, and how supportive you can be one another. And I really learned about honest and true artistic expression, because Prince didn't hold anything back. I mean, remember when he carved slave into his face? He's like, "You're not going to let me out of my contract? Fine." So just the whole mentality of how free you should actually be with your artistic expression, which is why I got very bold in my songwriting after those experiences. That's when I felt like I really started telling the truth about my experiences, is since I've worked with those people, because they're fearless. And to be an artist, we have to be the fearless ones that express what are usually private conversations or private thoughts and put it out for somebody else to.
So just like your wonderful song you did that you wrote, it's just and we've had you on the other shows before, and your originals are just so upbeat and catchy, but there's messages behind it, and it's just so that's part of being able to share what you're feeling, what you're going through, and having that talent, that blessed talent,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like I'm almost remembering songs, or that it's like somebody's like sending me a song that's already existing, and I'm like, are you sure this isn't out already? Because it just feels so like it's supposed to be here. And I mean, what you see me perform with my guitar is kind of how I write. But when I perform with my band, it's a whole different animal, and I love it because I'm not having to hold the instrument. For me, the instrument is like an extra appendage. So to be able to just stand there with the musicians playing the music, I can really get deeper into the lyrics. And
you dance as well. Or you're a dancer, right?
I was a professional dancer for about for the first 5 years.
Tell us about that.
I was in like 3 different dance companies in the Bay Area, and we did I did jazz, hip hop, and modern and ballet. I got really inspired by Alvin Ailey Dance Company. My dance teacher took us to New York to see them live, and it was like, that was it. I'm a dancer, So,
are you able to incorporate any of that in the shows or things that you do now?
Yeah,
the movement I know, but dancing is a little
with
bit.
With the covers, not so much, and without a live band, not so much, because I'm stuck in a smaller space. But I was in a rock dance band for 10 years, and I did all the choreography for us and stuff, and so I like to move and get around when I'm singing. So, but it's every environment's different.
Sure, absolutely. But to have all that talent and skills at your disposal when you need it, that's wonderful.
I'm actually getting ready to film a video for one of my original songs. With a good friend Jeffrey DeBathery, and it's gonna be fun. It's a dance track.
So where can they look for that? Well, how do people find you first of all?
Well, my website is waterthesage.com, and where wherever I'm playing and what I'm up to will be posted there. But you can also follow me on Instagram at waterthesage, and Sage Waters on Facebook, just my normal name on Facebook.
I'm just trying to catch up and get out to your shows when I can.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. So, wow. So, Patrick, your husband also does. Do you want to send a shout out to Patrick?
Yeah, absolutely.
And say his music. You want to talk a little bit about his music?
Absolutely. Yeah, my husband is actually quite an amazing musician, accomplished musician. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 different small albums out right now. He's got jazz and EDM and Mexican death metal.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
so how would they reach him?
You go to Luxarium on Instagram, or luxarium.info online to find his stuff.
So that's Patrick.
That's my husband, and he's getting ready to open his very own store, which is very, very exciting.
So much. We'll have you come back and talk about that.
Thank you so much.
But folks, we're going to take a short commercial break, and ladies and gentlemen, Sage Waters, we thank you so much for being here. And welcome back to Let's Talk World. I'm your host, Mike Dorton. Thank you guys for joining with us and sticking with us. We appreciate it very much. We shoot here at the Art House Theaters, a 5-star art house theater and 5-star restaurant here in the Arts District at 814 South 3rd Street. If you mention social media shows, you can get 20% off your check, which is wonderful. We have 8 different high-tech theaters here that can be rented for screenings or for wedding receptions and such. So contact Maria Pureza at Social Media Shows for that. Our next guest, exciting. She's a singer, songwriter, entertainer, musical, and she's a dancer. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome Miss Sage Waters is going to do a performance for us right now. So Sage Waters in the house.
Sitting, talking, thinking, drinking, with you it's all I need. I'm gonna be the one who comes to life in your dreams. You can't resist feeling like this. My love is blind like I'm sailing in the mist. And you're a sandy shore. You know, your love makes me wanna go. You know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. I got my sights set and you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh. You know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. Got my sights set and you are my goal. Make me wanna say, got me feeling, boy I'm scheming to keep you by my side. To kiss your lips, ooh boy I miss ya. You're lighting me on fire. Sweet like peaches, got me speechless. Hazy nights of smoking jazz, leave me sleepless. You're the lightning to my storm. You know, your love makes me wanna go. Oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. I got my sights set, you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh, you know I long for your body and soul. The only one that makes me lose control. Got my sights set, you are my goal. Make me wanna say, oh, oh. Make me wanna say, oh, oh. Making love to you is all I wanna do. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. Making love to you is all I wanna do. Your love makes me high like birdies in the sky. Making love to you is all I wanna do. Your love makes me high.